damn way. You know? Where we at?
I was in Daniel 2:44. And in the days of these kings shall the...
What days is it talking about? Right now. Right now. Go ahead.
And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom.
Now, what does it mean by set up a kingdom?
Israel.
No, but explain it. What does it mean by, in the days of these kings, the Most High power shall set up a kingdom? What does that mean? How is it? Give me an example of how the kingdom is being set up. Anybody.
The third temple, that's good.
That's good. That's good. But I want something more specific. Anytime you see these camps, that's the kingdom of heaven. And that's why Esau and the media is coming against us. That's why Jesse Walter said, so what is here beef? There ain't no beef. The kingdom is being established. Go ahead, Ak.
This is Ezekiel 37.
This is one piece of the kingdom. This is like one big brick. Then you got another brick down the street, then you got another, you know? Esau's losing sleep over us. And they're addicted to watching all our videos to see what new thing we're gonna bring up. And they watch they slow it down, they rewind it, because they're trying to find something that we're gonna say that they can use against us. Yeah. That's what the wicked scribes and Pharisees did to Yahushua, man. Yeah. So when you come out here and you say what blah blah blah, and you go to the scriptures, what can they hold against you? You know?
Everything we say is according to the Holy Scriptures. That's the book of Psalm, the 51st chapter. That thou mightest be justified by thy...
Matter of fact, get it.
Yeah, let me get it.
And like a couple of years back, this guy wanted to make a movie called Asher about a Hebrew Israelite group, but they were terrorists. That's bullshit, man. You know?
Supposed to be Danny Glover in there and...
Yeah. Now, what if you made a movie, the Girl Scouts selling Girl Scout cookies, but they're saving the money to go commit terrorist act? You would say that movie doesn't make sense. But if they made a movie about Israel, they'll kind of say it makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense, man. It's the only thing that you got, information you got on us, is how we come out. What do they do? What do these guys do? What do these GMS guys do? They go in the corner. They say things and they back it up with the scriptures. That's what we do. We're not going to no fucking gun range, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Right. Yeah, bullshit.
Not beating up an Edomite and putting it on camera.
Beat them up with this word.
Beat them up with the word. Yep.
The book of Psalm 51 and 4. It says.
Well, get that in Hebrews.
What's that? Oh, Hebrews 4 and 12.
Yep. And bring that out. Bring that out right now, right quick.
This is Hebrews.
Because that's why Esau's losing sleep. Because they first of all, they already know. Unlike you simple ass Negroes, they already know that everything that we're saying is coming to pass or is going to come to pass. You know?
This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Straight to the point, man. So the sword, sometimes brothers call this the sword. Give me the sword, you know?
The book of Psalm 51 and 4. Against thee only have I sinned and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest and be clear when thou judgest.
Yep. Yeah, you ain't, you know, the newspaper's not gonna come to us and we're gonna invite them to the Passover. All right?
Fuck that.
That shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, they would defile, first of all, they would defile the Passover.
Go ahead.
That's it. That's it.
Where we at?
This is Ezekiel 37, verse 10. It says, So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Woo. And that army is a spiritual army. That's the kingdom of heaven being established. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 44 and 3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses.
On point. All right, so let's go back to Ezekiel.
Back to Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 8. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people.
That's America. Because America is known as a great melting pot, right? Hey, you don't even got to go on vacation to another country no more to experience the food over there. Everything's right here, man. You got Turkish food, you got French food, you got Italian food, you got Japanese food, Chinese, you got every food, because you have every nation from around the world came over here and they brought their culture with them.
Great melting pot.
Great melting pot, that's what I said. Yep, go ahead.
Against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safety, all of them.
Because they're dwelling safe now. And guess what? We're dwelling safely right now. Because if Esau had a plan to, on that movie 3 the Hard Way, if you watch the movie 3 the Hard Way, it was about these Edomites that came up with some concoction to put in the water. And like if Esau drank it, they wouldn't die, but if Jake drank it, they would die.
Yep.
So you had these 3 Negroes, super Jakes, as Ariel called them, you know? Because I said, oh, that movie was corny. And Ariel said, no, dog, them are super Jakes.
I got a
Read that,
scripture.
go ahead.
I got a scripture dealing with the pot, America being the pot. Ezekiel 24 and 6. Wherefore thus saith the Lord power, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it. Bring it out piece by piece, let no lot fall upon it. For her blood is in the midst of her. She set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it not upon the ground to cover it with dust, that it might cause fury to come up to take vengeance. I have set her blood upon the top of a rock, that it should not be covered. So that bloody city is America.
That's it, that's right. That's
Then
the
it
bloody
says whose
city.
pot.
Yep, whose pot. That's somebody holding Nahum 3. Let's go back to where we were at in Ezekiel.
That's what they call America, the melted pot. You got it.
Back in Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 9. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands.
And that's how the missiles are going to come. It's going to be as a dark cloud. So in the daytime it would be dark, because those missiles are going to cover the skies.
Quick precept.
Go ahead.
Book of
A day of gloominess.
Ah, I got it
You know?
right there.
got it?
Zephaniah. Yep.
Every scripture he gives you.
Oh yeah, well that's the spirit. Zephaniah 1 and 14.
Somebody give me Amos 5. You know what I want? Amos 5.
Zephaniah 1
18
and
verse.
8. Hey, Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near, it is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That
Mighty
day,
man represented the military force of this country.
that's right.
Go ahead.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities.
The
And
fenced cities is America. Them fences are going to be knocked down. That wall is going to be knocked down. You know, this clown DJ Trump is talking about building a wall. You better be worried. You better build a fucking defense system.
That's it.
And the cartel's bringing in shit with drones right over the wall.
Esau's done, man. He's a laughing stock.
Yeah, that's scripture. Shall there be wisdom no more in Teman? Is there wisdom is failing them?
Yeah.
And I will.
He's German.
Yeah.
His father's German. So
Oh
he's
yeah,
a
there you go.
Temanite.
Yeah.
He's a Temanite.
Yeah, that's right. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men.
Oh, and they shall walk like blind men. What is that talking about? They seeing all this turmoil taking place, and they don't know why it's happening.
Yeah.
Why is all this happening? Well, if you watch the Hebrew Israelites, number one, Great Millstone, you would get all the answers.
You wouldn't know.
This is the end.
That's it.
And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust.
And by the way, you Edomites sin right now because you know why? You took the Bible to yourself. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Though thou hateth instruction. You got instruction,
Yeah,
you know?
like their forefather Cain, he hated instruction.
That's it.
He's going to sacrifice fruit. The Lord clearly saying the law, sacrifice a meat of your firstlings of your flock. That knucklehead going to sacrifice.
Savory.
And then the Lord told him, look, if you do well, shall you not be accepted? But he can't do well. That's you,
Civilized
so-called
at
white
the
man.
door. Go ahead.
And that's how we know no Edomite can come in this truth.
That proves that they're sinners.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Zephaniah 1 and 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
That's it.
But the
Now,
whole
I did a video on how to buy silver. I'm not telling y'all to get silver to save your ass. I'm telling you to get silver, or if you get gold, that's when this dollar gets so weak that it ain't gonna be worth nothing. So you just use the silver, you know?
yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the...
Because what these nations are doing, if you notice, they're gathering gold and silver. They say gold, but they're gathering gold and silver. Like China, they're taking these treasury notes, which is nothing but American dollars, and they're buying, they're putting it back into gold. So they're buying gold, and other nations are doing that as well.
Because that's real money.
Oh, Venezuela, they were asking for their money back. There's a vote over there in the UK where they don't want to give them their money back. And there's another country that's looking to get their gold back. When I say money, I'm talking about gold. Because gold and silver is money. That's real money,
Yeah.
not paper notes.
Plus, you can do a lot of things with gold and silver. You can cleanse the body, heal the body, you know.
That's right. It's a healing agent.
I'll finish this verse and then you got it. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And it tells you in Revelation, it's only going to take the Lord 1 hour. That's that speedy riddance.
Yeah, the missiles.
1 hour,
ICBM missiles. You got these clowns, former GMS members, are saying that those are not the missiles. Well, how is the Most High going to take this place out?
Yeah. Where's the fire coming from beside the chariots? It's coming from the missiles. And then
They'll realize it because they're going to eat one of the missiles, man.
Yeah.
They're going to eat one of the warheads.
yeah.
Hey, just like my man, I realized nephew that died, he was asking a question about where'd they go? Where did Elijah go? Well, now you know where they went, man.
Yeah.
They went to the same place that you went.
That's right.
You right now, you before the Father with your head down,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
because you knew you was an Israelite. You came out of a Hebrew Israelite family, and here you was teaching all this other nonsense, you know, trying to be a pineal gland and all that. Well, the pineal gland didn't tell you was going to drop dead, man. You know,
And that's
you
what
were
the
making
Lord,
you were making mockery of the truth.
and that's what the Lord means by some to everlasting shame and
Well,
contempt.
he's going to be an everlasting shame.
Yeah, when he comes back in the kingdom,
He's
in
gonna have his head
reincarnation,
down.
he'll
Yeah.
have his head down.
Yeah, because he mocked the Israelites. He went up on them, and he did it at the behest of Sarnetta.
Yeah.
Because he kept looking back, smiling, man, like it's a joke. This is not no joke, man.
Yeah.
You know? This ain't no joke.
Be not deceived. Galatians 6 and 7. Back you up.
Oh, yeah. Father's not mocked.
Because that's what he.
I got signed on the mission.
Yeah, because that guy was mocking.
He was
you know,
mocking.
he was told from a child that he was an Israelite. He going to join the Nuwapian nation. And then the last thing he was in, I think he left that and started following Buddhism.
Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Yeah, so you mocking the Most High, and that's what you did. When you came to them Israelites on 125th Street, and you laughing and joking with them, and asking them where they go, and which them Israelites, they should have had the answers. That's why you don't see them guys out there all the time. That's the unity camps. We told you that unity camp bullshit ain't of the Most High. It's not of the Most High, man.
That's why
Now, if you're going to unify, then unify.
that's right.
Just be one. Just call yourself Israelites. Oh, this is this camp, and that's that camp, and this is this camp, with a whole lot of different breakdowns that differ from one another, but they're going to all come together in unity. How the fuck you going to come together in unity, man?
That's not unity.
That's not unity. That's disunity. You just being PC.
Yeah.
That PC, politically correct Israelites, man.
The AJ.
With AJs, man. AJ. Go ahead.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive the wrong, or shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of person.
That's right. The Most High don't care about you, man. The Most High don't give a damn about you. If you're teaching some madness.
You said
And
it-
every last one of you that's in Islam, the Moors, Kemet, whatever, Baptist, Methodist, Jehovah Wickedness, Roman Catholic, whatever philosophy you into, and then every one of you Negroes on this planet, they have a YouTube that can access YouTube, have saw our videos, man. So if you said anything negative about it, guess what? The Most High got a missile for you, man.
Romans 10 and 19. Have they not heard the sound of? If
Right,
one of you brothers want to get it,
Yeah, get that.
that backs up what Elder Apostle just said. It's right in the scriptures.
Again, Revelation 17:16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
And what does it mean by burn her with fire? That means they're gonna shoot missiles on it, man.
That's it.
And anybody teaching that that's not talking about the missiles are not in the scriptures, the
They're
ICBMs, guess what? You're gonna experience a missile
Yeah.
firsthand. You're gonna ride a fucking missile. All right?
Like that movie.
Oh yeah.
The dude was driving on top of the
Yeah.
missile.
Yep.
A missile gonna cook his gristle.
That's that missile gonna cook his missile.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
That's it. So the Most High is gonna make them do what they gotta do. If they gotta break a treaty, they're gonna break that treaty, man. Oh, but you said you did. Look, the Most High is on you to make you destroy this place. And at the end of the day, America's gonna be totally destroyed.
That's it.
Gonna be wiped off the face of the planet Earth.
I got a precept, Apostle.
Go ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 9, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord in the land of Hadrach and Damascus shall be the rest thereof. When the eyes of man, as of all the tribes of Israel, shall be toward the Lord, and Hamath also shall border thereby. Tyrus and Zidon, though it be very wise, and Tyrus did build herself a stronghold, and heaped up silver as the dust, and fine gold as the mire of the streets. Behold, the Lord will cast her out, and he will smite her power in the sea, and she shall be devoured
A
with
navy. Esau's navy.
Yep.
You know,
the merchant ships.
the merchant ships.
That's how they make a lot of money from the merchant ships.
That's it. Go ahead.
It says, and Tyrus did build herself a stronghold, and heaped up silver as the dust, and fine gold as the mire of the streets. Behold, the Lord will cast her out, and he will smite her power in the sea, and she shall be devoured with fire.
Oh,
Thermonuclear.
then the scriptures speak about the
What was that talking about? That nation that you read about?
That was Tyrus
Okay.
and
Now,
Zidon.
where was a Tyrus and Zidon destroyed by fire?
Never.
Never.
Right.
So it's parabolic. That's
Right.
why some of you people out there can't get it.
Right. And the reason why America is known as Tyrus and Zidon, because the Phoenicians used to come over here to get things to bring back to their land.
That was also known like a seafaring.
Right.
You know, like they had the ships and stuff.
Navy,
come
the
there,
Navy,
bring
yeah.
goods and all that stuff.
And they knew about the trade winds. They were skilled in the waters, trade winds, the currents.
The power of America is the East Coast and the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know, that's the power of America.
Oh,
The major cities is New York and all, L.A., San Francisco.
That's
You got
right.
your what do you call that? Silicon Valley out there. That's on the West Coast.
Yep.
You know,
That's where they took over the canal, the Suez Canal. What is that?
Panama Canal. You're talking about Panama Canal.
Because they
Yeah.
know that that's a way of making money.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, playing with the ships, the Leviathan.
Oh yeah.
What is that? In the book of Job, it says, there goes, he plays with the ships. So the Lord is going to use Leviathan in that day too to mess with his ships. By the way, I believe that's what sunk the Titanic, Leviathan.
I believe that too.
I mean, we don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure, but Esau said a block of ice they ran into. But it makes sense, because in Job it says that he plays with the ships. So Esau, remember the Titanic, Esau was boasting. Oh, nothing can sink the Titanic, the unsinkable ship.
Yeah,
And-
let's get that. What is that? It's Psalms 106, 24. Yeah, we went through it a couple of weeks ago.
and it sunk on its maiden voyage. That means its first voyage. It sunk.
Well, I believe the captain, I don't know if it was the captain or somebody else said, not even God can sink this ship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so Esau once again was boasting, like he always does.
I got another precept, apostle. This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 1. It said, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not the Most High. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee with thy wisdom and with thy...
Tyrus, the king of Tyrus didn't have that wisdom. He didn't figure out everything.
Nope.
You know that. You know what it tells you in the Apocrypha about the weight of an angel. I told Ezra about can you measure the weight of a flame?
Right.
Do you know Esau can do that? You know, Esau can actually see. Like you're taught, you can sing, and you can actually see the sound.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, these phones, they capture your words now.
That's
you know,
right.
so that's
right.
your words
This
go to
didn't
the
happen
phone.
back during the time
Yeah.
that, you know, the king of Babylon didn't have a smartphone.
Nah.
Yeah, they
You know?
can tell your voice. I was watching Clan President Danger. There was a scene where they were looking for this one bad guy, and they played a clip of him, and the computer actually recognized the voice, and the computer said 90% chance it's this guy. So that's in Clan President Danger, just by his voice.
Biometrics, baby.
And that movie was made back in the 90s. What, 1995?
Yeah, so pretty much these phones are pretty much spying on you, everything you say.
Oh, absolutely. Even when they're turned off.
Verse 4, it says, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, which is
Traffic means business.
right.
Mercantile.
Yep. Merchandise.
That shows that Esau got the gold vaults. They got the gold and silver vaults filled with gold and silver.
Yeah.
And they're only keeping it warm for us, because that's in the book of Job. It says, the rich, he shall gather it, but we shall put it on, something like that. I remember the videos you did. You brought that scripture out. I was getting into it.
Yeah. Hey man, I do them videos.
Yeah, man.
I come across a video I did like a week ago, and I said, "Oh, this is good." Oh, I did that a week. Cause you move on, man. You know, you move on and whatnot. You know.
On to the next one.
Yep. And then sometimes you should put. Let me take notes. I forget them scriptures when they come. You know, they come back when they want to come back. You know.
Well, there's certain people I would like. Apostle Tahar, I watch his videos. The brother from Texas, Yashawamba. There's certain videos, you know, when you watch it, you ain't gonna hear no bullshit. You know, you're gonna get edified.
A lot of stuff from Texas coming from Las Vegas,
Yeah, the brother from South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Well, there's a lot of Ricky. The list goes on.
Yeah. He does.
You know.
Well, some guys, they just, you know the spirit of working with them. you know, you learn.
And well, yourself, you know, you put them videos up, do the
Yeah,
daily
yeah,
thing, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and then you do the videos. A lot of times you do what I do. You might go into a word, you put a keyword in there, and you go to Blue Letter, and then you just read the precepts, man, and pick them out, man.
Oh, Elder
You don't got to do
Nazar.
all this deep study and put
No.
the scriptures together.
I keep it
you just
simple.
go with the spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know, the spirit give you hit one precept, and the spirit will give you another precept that you remember. You know,
Yahweh just said, me and my father will come to supper with you.
that's it. That's it.
Supper. So whatever the spirit gives you, you give it to the brothers to feed them. Whatever the spirit feeds you, you feed them.
Some guys think because we're of our position, we don't listen to the younger guys. And some of them younger guys, they put out some bad videos, man. Spirit be working with them heavy. And remember the scripture, out of the mouth of babes, thou hast ordained wisdom. You know? So yeah, man.
Hey, because you know when you're younger, you're able to remember them scriptures. Without
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
I
like
remember,
that.
hey, when I was young, brother,
Human
I was like a
concordance.
computer, man.
Yeah.
You know. And then when you get older, you kind of remember some of the scriptures,
Yeah.
and you know,
Because you remember the word.
you remember the
Hey, really technically, when you go back, they didn't have the Bible codified back in the ancient world.
No.
You would just say somewhere in the
Well,
Psalm,
the Apostle Paul, he wasn't quoting those. He said it is, as it is written, you know.
in the second, what
It
they
was
had
said in
second
another
Psalm.
place, you know. Thus saith the Lord,
Yep.
you know.
That's right.
This is verse 5. Ezekiel 28, verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
And that's talking about them bankers, man. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, them top international banking families. And we know you watch our videos.
Hey, that could go into technology too. That's their wisdom. You know that technology.
Oh yeah, there
that they
wisdom,
have,
miracles,
you know?
and miracles in Revelation
Gone.
13. That's their technology.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because just like the Lord is dealing with the elites of the nation of Israel, he's dealing with the elites of Esau and all the other nations, but mainly Esau, because they're the ones in power right now.
Yep.
Yeah, they know everything that I always say that they know everything
Yes.
that we're saying is true.
They know.
You
They know.
You might have these clowns in the media talking shit about us, but they know. Well, some of them are dummies. You know,
Yeah.
failed actors that
Yeah.
got in the news. But the super elite, they know, man.
Oh, the super elite ones, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, but the media is controlled, so a lot of them, especially
Oh, the media is a fucking joke.
Hell yeah.
It's a fucking joke.
Oh,
man.
hell yeah.
And that's why so many people are getting their news from YouTube.
Alternate media, what they call it?
Yeah, alternative media.
Alternative.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Eustace Mullins that said once you see a guy on TV who's dressed all nice, he gets up there and says absolutely nothing. You know?
Yeah,
But he gets paid.
nobody's really watching them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
They ain't watching them motherfuckers, you know?
Hey, because if you really are in the public eye, you really, pretty much, you're not a threat to the
puppet.
international bankers.
Yeah, you're a puppet.
You're helping their agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're puppet, yeah.
you're a puppet.
All right, where we at?
All right, verse 6. Ezekiel 28, verse 6. It says, Therefore thus saith the Lord power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, behold, therefore I will bring...
And you know how we know it's talking about America? There's several scriptures. One scripture just came to mind, Isaiah the 14th chapter. You know?
That's straight up and down talking about it.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? That's all you, Esau. That's you.
Oh,
That's your ass.
They got that commercial, that Liberty commercial, the insurance commercial, and then the announcer guys, he goes, yeah, we got some good news. As soon as he says news, the bitch said, oh, if there's news, I'm the one that's gonna do news around here. Did you see her go into a trance? Then when she's walking away, look at her eyes. So they tell you right there that
That's bullshit.
that the newscasters are puppets.
Yeah.
They're in a trance when they do that shit. It's
But you got
witchcraft.
these gathering of the Democratic candidates. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. Ain't nobody gonna vote. They don't believe in that electoral bullshit, man.
What's that guy, Bernie Sanders?
Oh, that the Al Dukakis.
And he's running for president, right?
Yeah. Al Dukakis. You know what Al Dukakis is? That's Yiddish for old fart.
Yeah, he's well. That's, if I may say, Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? All your witchcraft is coming out.
I caught you looking, brother. I caught you sneaking the people.
All
And
your,
their whole future is behind them.
yeah. All your witchcraft is coming out, Esau.
That's all a woman got, man. It's sex.
That's all she got. Yeah.
She can't go if she,
Yeah. When a man is all up into you women, it's because of how you look. It's not because how you think.
Right.
A real man want to know how you think, woman. There you go. You got that.
Job 20 and 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
That's it.
The most, oh, that's what we got.
No, that's it. You got it.
The Most High shall cast them out of
let's
the
start at the 5th verse. I love that chapter.
Yeah.
Let's read that
so
quick.
pretty.
It's so pretty.
So pretty. So
Job 20 and 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Go ahead.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
now wait a minute. Who's that talking to? That's talking to these bankers that's ruling right now. They're triumphing. What's an example of their triumphing? When they took us over, they took our land, they brought us in slavery. They triumph over us, man.
It said what? Though thy excellency mount up to the heaven. Then it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Son of the morning.
Oh, let him come. Move so I can come in.
Oh, okay.
Move,
Yep.
move over.
They triumph over us.
Move the back.
Sorry.
There's a
That's all right.
scripture.
Don't worry about it.
There's a scripture where they said, how's it go? Blessed be the Most High, for I am rich. After they took us over, yeah, for I am rich. Yeah, that's them bankers, man. You know, because they got rich off us.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Head reach up in the clouds. What is that talking about? Is it talking about that Edomite gonna get so tall, like the Jolly Green Giant, and it reach up in the? No, it's talking about him, the satellites up there, which is behind the clouds, the planes. If you ever been on a plane, if it's raining, what does the pilot do? He goes up over the cloud, and the sun is there, and you're looking down on the clouds, and you see the rain falling. You know?
And Apostle, today, I think either today or yesterday, you had what is called the Virgin Galactic flights.
Galactic.
Yeah, Galactic flights.
The Virgin Galactic.
They just had the first, I think, woman to fly close to space
All right,
with
well,
that
Bill,
shit.
maybe
You
we'll
know.
stay out there.
And then Esau, he got that technology. He can use a satellite, and the satellite can beam down. Like right now, they can use the satellite and beam right down on us and see. Here those guys.
Yeah. Oh, Google Earth.
Google Earth.
Yeah.
And then they got the satellite where they can actually come down and pan around.
And listen.
They should be like gods.
So they're like
God-like,
gods.
you know?
So that got to give them pride. You see what we got? See our technology? They're boasting that shit.
Yeah. And they gonna go down hard, brother.
Oh,
They
hell
gonna
yeah.
go down. Yahweh Shai said, I beheld Satan fall as lightning. You know?
Hey, that's bad, man. The camera can come down, because at one time all it could do was look down. Like in that movie, Enemy of, yeah. You said, you notice the guy never looks up. But now they got the camera where they can go down and pan around. Esau's proud about that.
That's why they don't think they're ever going down.
Yeah.
But then what these idiots, these fucking clowns don't understand is the Most High gave them that
That's it.
technology.
Exactly.
That's it. And they never think anybody can bring them down because of that technology. But don't understand that the same power that gave them that technology is going to use that technology to bring them down.
Oh, Romans 9. For this cause, I have raised
That's on
you.
the cop. You know, I hear you do that shit. They,
Pride of thy heart, as you see.
yeah, that's it. That just in my mind.
Another good scripture.
Thou that dwelleth in the cliff of the rocks.
They are proud.
Habitation is high.
Yep. Go ahead.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream.
Because just imagine that, right? As so-called great as this country is, one day it's going to be wiped out. So it's going to be like, this great country, what happened? You know? Where'd it go?
That's why Jesse Waters is losing sleep right now.
Con, what's your
what is your beef?
what's your
then-
beef?
We ain't got no beef. The beef is between you and the Most High.
That's right.
You don't have to answer to the Most High.
Yeah, he got
And us too. You know?
And then after 1,000 years, they're going to be done away with.
Well, they're gonna get. You know what do you do to beef? You cook it. So we gonna cook them. That's the ultimate destruction. The ultimate, and the elite know that eventually they shall be here no longer.
That's right.
You know?
They know.
Go ahead.
And they do not rise until the face of the city. You know?
Stop it, Ron.
Because every time this devil multiplies, that hell multiplies. No wickedness multiplies. He's not a
moral man.
Yeah, like communists.
He's not a healer, he's a destroyer.
Wait a minute. Isaiah says the whole earth is at rest. How the hell is the earth going to rest when this devil is floating around?
Exactly.
Can't. It's impossible.
And the new thing now is McDonald's got human flesh in it, man.
Oh man, come on.
He is the
I
harbinger
wouldn't
of
doubt
death,
it.
man.
Well, Soylent Green.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought about.
Yeah.
Man.
You brothers ever seen that movie, Soylent Green? Oh yeah, you want to check that movie out.
Yeah, they were killing people. They were making green biscuits and feeding it to the people.
Yes.
You know.
Hey, well, placentas. They be taking placentas. It's a delicacy in certain places, man. They eat that shit.
Oh, that's why when a woman have a child, what the first thing they do is once the baby comes out, they take the placenta, cut it, and whisk it. They run it right out.
That's it. They don't throw that shit away. Motherfuckers eat that. Or they make soap out of it. Oh, they brought that shit out in Fight Club. They brought that shit out. They were making soap out of it. That and whale blood.
Plasma.
Yeah, he was the fat sea leaf that came out of the woman. He made soap out of it and sold it right back to the woman.
That's why the cover is a bar soap.
Yeah.
Him in a bar soap.
That was a bad movie.
Nah, that's a good movie. That's
Yeah,
a
good movie.
damn good movie.
When you get the DVD, the part where the buildings come down.
Oh, yep.
And wasn't that before the World Trade Center
Yep,
came down?
yes, it was.
It was called Operation Jericho.
Yep.
Before Jericho.
And when they fell, I think he said ground zero.
Yep.
And they were saying they kept on saying ground zero during 9/11. You know?
How many of y'all saw the movie The Long Kiss Goodnight?
Oh yeah.
In The Long Kiss Goodnight, there's a scene, and this movie was made in 96, 97, and the guy said, we're gonna blow up the World Trade Center, so we're gonna blame it on the Arabs.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And so how are the things that Esau searched out? How are the things that Esau searched out? Obadiah 1 and 6.
Yeah, that was a bad movie, man. That was a bad movie. Oh yeah, brother,
Yeah.
you get into it.
Wasn't Sam Jackson in that too?
Oh yeah, he was the main. That's the main
He's in
reason.
every
why he watched the movie.
Every movie
is
ever
he not?
made is in there.
I think he's in Ratatouille too.
Oh shit.
I think I seen him in the Sesame Street.
Yeah,
He's in every
too.
goddamn movie, man.
Everything.
Every commercial. He don't give a shit. You know.
He's about
don't give
making
a
that
damn.
money.
He did the what do you call that? What's that one with the credit card? Capital One.
Capital
Hey, there's
One,
one video he does on the radio, and he's singing "That's the Way."
Oh yeah.
And he's singing, he's getting all into it. That nigga has no shame, man. You know,
Shameless.
it's shameless.
Yeah.
Go ahead, where we at?
Job 28. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Now this guy, you know them guys out in Texas, one Israelites, they got a new video called Jesus Never Walked on Water. You know I wasn't gonna watch that shit, you know? Jesus never walked on water.
Oh boy.
Come on, man.
Somebody asked, is that Soylent movie starring Great Heston?
Charlton Heston.
Yeah, Charlton. The Great Heston, I guess.
The great Heston. Ain't nothing great about that devil.
No, I guess he's being
sarcastic.
Yes, that is the movie.
The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His
Oh yeah, that's why you got a couple of these Democratic candidates talking about we got to give the black people back their money. You got this one Edomite chick talking about we got to give the black people back their reparations. Man, you know that shit ain't. We ain't gonna get no fucking money from you for those. First of all, Esau don't got money to give to Jake, man.
Yep.
Yeah, his brother, I forgot who it was. They were doing a video on, I think it was the brother Yasharam, the English brother, and he was doing a video where they were speaking about the national debt, and there's certain Edomites that want to sell Montana to Canada.
Oh yeah, they spoke about it on one show. Yeah,
$1 trillion.
to sell it to Canada for $1 trillion.
What's $1 trillion going to do for all
$1
that?
trillion is a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, that's enough.
Their debt is over $200 trillion.
Look at that.
You know,
That's like putting a penny down on a $3,000 debt. That ain't gonna do shit.
You're going to bring out the debt scripture.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about debt.
Go ahead and get it.
Habakkuk 2?
Habakkuk.
Okay.
Habakkuk 2.
The president of Venezuela, that's what he wants. He wants his gold back, which
Yeah, I
gold
mentioned
like
that earlier.
billions.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's sending in millions of help.
Yeah.
Like the intro.
Huh?
Job 20 and 11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Yeah, because they've been sinning ever since Cain. That's what it means, the sin of your youth. So ever since the conception of Cain, they've been sinning.
The first sinner, the first murder was Cain.
Yeah.
And that's how we know that's Esau coming back.
Oh yeah. He kills his brother, then he lies.
But in the womb, he's trying to kill his brother again.
Oh yeah.
But his brother was trying to kill him too. They were trying to kill each other, man.
Kill each other, yeah.
When you go into that scripture, man, that was a UFC fight right there, man.
First UFC fight.
Yeah, that's
it.
true.
That's it.
UFC 1.
UFC, yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he
Illuminati, you know? What's that term when you accuse them of something? What's that term?
Slander?
Oh no, not slander. The plausible deniability.
Oh, plausible. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You know?
Well, that's what Cain did. When the Heavenly
That's what
Father
he did.
asked him,
Plausible deniability. You know?
he said, I don't know where he is. Am I my brother's keeper?
And that shows you that Esau don't give a damn about you.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat
Secret. And the secret's out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yet his meat in his bowels, it turned it. It is the gall of asps within him.
Poisonous snake.
Poisonous.
Go ahead.
He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
So all of, like you said earlier,
Yeah.
Apostle Gabar, that they're not dealing, they're not playing with the gold. They got it in gold. You know, they claim they got it in Fort Knox. We don't know what's going on. If you take a picture of Fort Knox, when they first built Fort Knox, you can walk right on the stoop. But little by little, they had a fence around.
Right.
And you can't go nowhere near it, man. And not one president, let's go far back as Kennedy, has mentioned Fort Knox.
Yeah.
You know, they have this problem with money, this debt. All they got to do is open up Fort Knox.
Right.
You know?
Not the gold.
And then Russia will be a witness against you, man.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
And all that gold that's being in them different vaults around the world is going to be transferred right to us.
Damn right.
We're gonna get all the gold. We're gonna get all the silver. Matter of fact, give me that in Isaiah 60.
Precious stones.
Go ahead and read it. Go right to the point.
Because wealth is never
Cause
destroyed.
we ain't playing. Go to the point, brother. So I do that and do the pimp dance.
Oh yeah.
Nigga! I don't know if y'all saw that video. And if you see that damn video, you gonna crack. You gonna die
He
laughing.
did that serious
Yep,
shuffle
yep.
too.
Well, that's how we're going to do it on Esau.
Yeah. Right on his
Because
ass.
we ain't playing Esau.
And then they're going to do that dance. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night.
Yeah, that's talking about in the kingdom. Because we're literally going to have gates in Jerusalem. It tells you in Revelation, the 21st chapter, I think you have 4 gates on one side. It breaks it
12,
down.
Yeah, the 12 structures and all that. You gotta go into that.
North, south, east, and west.
Revelation 21. Go ahead.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Forces of the Gentile is their riches. No? Go
3
ahead.
gates. 3 gates on each side.
Oh, 3. So that's 12 gates altogether.
12 gates, yep.
3 and 3. Yep.
Yep, north, south, east, and west.
Yep.
So if
Right.
that happened in 1948, according to Esau, where are the gates?
Right.
Where's those 12 gates?
Right.
You're done, Esau. You're,
Well, yeah. Well, that's when Israel will be established.
Yeah.
When the temple is built. They ain't talking about the fucking third temple, man. The third temple's already being built. Go
Right
ahead.
before your eyes.
It says that the forces,
No, these dummies are actually looking for a third temple, man.
it's
They
stupid.
made a coin with this guy, DJ Trump, and behind him is who is this? Who was that? Cyrus? Was it Darius? I believe it was Darius. They have an actual coin. If you go to Google and you put up the third temple coin with
I didn't know that.
Donald Trump, they got an actual coin in Israel with him, a picture of his face, and then behind it, I believe it was Darius. Darius or Cyrus.
I looked at the word forces, that the brother read. It's the Hebrew H2428, Chayal. It says probably a force, whether of men, means, or other resources.
Resources, gold, silver, you know?
Goods,
Precious stones.
It's Cyrus. All right, it was Cyrus. It was Cyrus.
goods, riches. Pretty much it. Substance.
And like I said, there's an actual a coin that's minted with this guy, Trump, and Cyrus on it, man. So they proclaim him as a guy to lead, to build the third temple, which is not going to be built. They're not going to be building the temple. They haven't even started construction. They ain't going to have no time to build a temple.
Right.
See, what they're going to realize is that the temple is right here being built. That's the kingdom, man.
As it is written.
There you go.
The temple of the Lord are ye. First Corinthians, the Apostle Paul laid it out. 1 Corinthians 3 and 9. You had a precept?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I do got one.
Check that.
finishing off in Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11,
Do a
it
video.
says,
Well, I already did one
Oh, you did? Oh,
about 6 months ago.
I got to check it out. I got to check it out.
Maybe
I didn't know
6 months
that.
ago. Yeah.
That's powerful.
it says, the forces of the Gentiles,
That shows you how bad. I'm sorry, brother. That shows you how bad Esau want to be us. They just want to be us. You got it.
says that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought, and the nation and kingdom that will not serve them shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
That's it.
Go ahead.
It says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee,
Yeah, the glory of Lebanon, that's the trees. Lebanon was known for those trees. So our kingdom's we're gonna have beautiful trees. And that's another reason Esau ain't go, because they love to cut down them trees, man.
It's gonna, the earth is going to smell a lot better.
Oh,
Man, you're going to be able to take a breath and just,
All natural fragrances
Yeah.
in the air, man.
the air is gonna be sweet, the water is gonna be sweet. I mean, we can't possibly, well, Isaiah 64. Isaiah 64. I have not seen, you know.
in this society, man, you take a breath, all you do is smell shit, garbage, you know, foul, you know,
Chemtrails,
chemtrails,
GMO,
yup,
the scent of GMO,
funky ass McGriddle sandwiches,
with human flesh in it,
Pork,
human DNA and worms.
cooking pork, man.
and it says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
That's
Hold
slave.
up, that's slavery right there.
Yeah,
Hey, we should ask Vocab Malone that. First guy that came to mind was Vocab Malone.
yeah.
What is that talking about? No,
Yeah.
read the above verses, and then what is this talking? It's talking about the kingdom, but read that verse. What does that verse say? What does that mean? Read that verse again.
That knucklehead.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
Afflicted who? Who did they afflict?
You gotta read that nice and slow.
nice and slow.
And then we gotta go to Isaiah 14, 1 and 2.
This is Isaiah chapter 60 verse 14.
Oh, okay.
It says, the sons also.
That's a powerful suggestion. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
Hold up, let's listen now. the sons also of them that afflicted thee.
Yeah.
Who has afflicted us?
Yeah. Who?
Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh, vocab?
Come on.
That's right.
Come on.
What's an example of the affliction?
Right.
Is not slavery an example?
And I bet you that word there might be, right now, let's see.
He's afflicted.
Read again, brother.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee,
Bending.
and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy
You
feet.
can't get
And you
around that.
crackers hate us, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's why when you go to a nice neighborhood with Edomites, nice gated community, they looking at your ass, man.
Oh,
So what's the
sundown
word
time.
there? I told you, brother.
Yeah,
I
punish.
told you why.
That
Yeah,
kind
that's right.
Cause
Oh,
only GMS get down like that, baby.
to back you up, sundown towns. The towns that you had, if you were Jake and you were in that town past sundown, you're liable to get killed, man. And they still have them towns to this day. Certain towns are sundown towns.
Well, we're gonna have sundown towns in the kingdom.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That's the ingenuity right there. Put all that tape around the thing so his hands don't get cold.
Oh yeah.
So that's an example of them despising us. That's all right, Esau. What day is coming? You got it.
It says, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord Yahweh, while Yahushai, Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
But they don't want to call us that now. They'll call us black Hebrew Israelites, and they'll say, "No, you guys are African. You're Hamitic." They don't want to acknowledge that we're the people of the Lord, but they will in the kingdom.
It says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, the joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck of the breast, and shalt suck the breast of kings. Thou shalt know that I, the Lord Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, mighty one of Jacob.
The Redeemer to buy it back.
It says, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood, brass, and for stones, iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine executors righteousness.
Exactly. Yep.
Exactors.
Righteousness. Yep.
Exactors righteousness.
Right.
So we're gonna be a righteous. You ain't gonna hear no shootouts, no drive-by shootings. Well, them people that are doing it, the Most High gonna wipe them out any goddamn way. That's why the Most High is gonna destroy the majority of us on this side right here, man.
2/3, yeah.
Because we don't need them niggas on the other side.
Yeah, they got to be reincarnated.
Yeah, they gotta come back as newborn babies.
Oh yeah.
It says, verse 18, violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting or destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee.
Now, somebody read it, be simple, and say we ain't gonna have no sun and no moon. We're gonna have a sun and a moon.
Absolutely.
How you gonna know when the high holy days come in? How do you know from
Right.
one day to the next? All right?
Plus you got to have the sun to beat down on Esau when they out there in the fields. The sun is gonna kick his ass.
It says, the sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give
There's a
light.
scripture in Revelation, I believe it's 20, if I'm not mistaken, where when the Lord came on this great white throne judgment, he said the sun and the moon fled.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. In other words, his brightness is gonna be so bright, it's gonna overshine everything that's bright.
That's right. Oh, plus in the book of Jeremiah, the Lord said, if those ordinances depart from him, the sun and the moon, then the nation of Israel will depart. So you'll always have the sun and the moon.
It says, but the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, shall be unto thee an everlasting light, thy power, thy glory.
Meaning the Most High is always gonna be with us.
Right.
You know?
Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself.
Yeah, because Esau's sun is going down.
Going on, right?
And that's why this guy sung that song,
Elton John.
Elton John, which he's a Jake.
Yeah.
You know why I say he's a Jake? Because he can sing. You know?
He's in there too. He just.
Yeah. Do you believe that Elton? Do you believe that Elton John might be maybe a Jake? Look like the sun going down on me. Don't let the sun go down on me.
Yeah, he good. And he got a lot of hits, man. Let me see. Elton
That's a
John.
bad cut, man.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
And that's a bad. You playing on a nice system,
Oh
man.
man. He pretty much owned the 70s and the 80s. Elton John.
You can park it. You can park it.
Now that's a Jake, man. That's,
can park
that's
it.
talent up the ass, man. So to speak, you know, a lot of talent. It's not easy to write a song, especially a hit song. That ain't easy, man.
And he did tons of hits.
Yeah, he
man.
had tons of hits.
That guy go broke. Another reason why we know he's Jake. He gets some money, he go broke, man. Spend it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
He got that talent so he can make it back.
Reading back in Isaiah chapter 60, verse 20. Thy son shall no more go down.
Tell him they can park it.
It's for these.
After 7, he's good.
He's nervous. He probably don't even know.
Gooks is stupid anyway.
Tell him, mother.
Take his bony ass woman.
It's amazing he can see the drive.
Go ahead.
It says, Thy son shall no more go down, neither shall thy womb withdraw himself. For the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people
Thy
also
days of
of
thy
thy
morning
morning.
shall be ended,
Oh
man.
man, that's sweet. That's sweet.
And hey brother, but I be walking around sometime in a trance, man. You know, you get in that zone.
Yeah,
you like what's up? You just get in that zone, looking at people.
Yeah,
You know, they looking like at you like, what's wrong with this dude?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me is I done woke up, my eyes are open, and
Yeah.
I can see you gonna get put to death, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You don't even want to go out anymore, hardly. You know, unless you got to work or something. You're gonna get away from these people. You really do, man. You know.
Yeah, lately I've been picking people up, not saying a word to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Picking them up, dropping them off, and have a good day.
Because you just know they're gonna die. It's so obvious they're gonna fucking die. So you don't want to be around them, man.
Or you toy with them. You
Yeah.
ask them questions. You know the answers. You know, ask them, play around with them. You want to tell them, look, man, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
You know?
And then the so-called black woman, just forget about it.
Oh, just forget it.
Man, do yourself a favor and forget about her.
This mad bitch, just forget about this. Though.
She is totally demented.
She's out of her fucking mind, man. She's gone. You know? She's not going, she's gone. You know?
And she's not.
But now you other fucking can't get it now.
Yeah.
All them times you open the door for them women, now them women are coming against you, man.
Yep.
Ain't no woman can come against us that was formerly in GMS, because we don't have no women in GMS, man.
That's it.
If you got a woman, keep
her at
Paul
home.
said, teach your woman at home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let her ask at home.
And we don't want to know about her. We don't want to know her name. You know.
And somebody put a comment, Jacob, all day, shalom. It's been a minute since I saw you at Dykeman Street in the park. At the park.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. And the Most High got us over here now. You know,
We on the move.
on the move.
On the move.
GMS on the move.
That's it on that. Let's go back to Job, and then we're gonna go back to Ezekiel.
I got Job
Ezekiel.
20 and 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. He shall, I jumped to 17. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and
I
butter.
think that's El Yaikar.
What happened?
I think that might be El Yaikar. It's a brother, right? From Zabak.
From what?
Brother that's with Zabak.
Oh, that's him? That's him?
So, yeah.
Oh, all right. Hey,
Yeah.
shalom. Shalom, Mark.
Shalom,
Shalom, Mark.
20, Job 20:18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
Yeah, the restitution is going to be back to us. That's why our gates are going to be continually open, because the restitution got to